We Californians are absolutely in love with our coast, and for good reason. It's nearly 850 miles of drop-dead beauty from Oregon to Mexico. Oh, my favorite stretch of our coast is right here in central and northern California, where vast stretches of it have been protected from urbanization and suburban sprawl so that nature, agriculture, and we can all thrive in a living and lovely landscape from the ocean's edge all the way up into hills and mountains that often rise high above. No place is that more true than along the San Mateo coast, from the skyline to the sea, on land saved by visionary public and private partners and generous citizens, symbolized by a new preserve recently opened for all of us to explore.
I love La Honda because it's just such a variety of landscapes and wildlife and plants, and it's an opportunity to see what it used to look like.
La Honda's hills and creeks seem timeless, with the banter of bandits and the laughter of merry pranksters from the past still echoing all around, and a traditional way of life holding keys to its future.
This time of year, they're out in the sunshine, green grass, life is good.
Just off Highway 84 between Woodside and the San Mateo coast and above the village of La Honda, the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District's new La Honda Creek Open Space Preserve welcomes us with open arms.
We're super excited that this is the entrance to the portion of the preserve that's now open to the public.
Leslie Chan and Julie Anderson with the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District, known as MidPen, are leading us on a tour of a piece of the La Honda Preserve.
These are the original ranch roads that went to all of the different small ranches, but they were really maintained for ranch use.
Nearly 6,000 acres of historic ranch lands form the La Honda Creek Preserve, and Midpen has been slowly turning old ranch roads into terrific trails that we and cattle can now safely share.
On the Driscoll Ranch are about 180 calves and cows. The Black Angus are over there. These are about 75% Black Angus Charolais Cross.
Alan Renz is a fifth-generation rancher, working with Midpen to graze some of his cattle here, preserving a way of life he and his family have long cherished, and giving us a chance to learn more about it.
It's more a passion of life in a way. Look, yesterday we were gathering cattle in the rain, today we're out in the sunshine, so it's always something new and different every day. So that's why I really appreciate it.
And we should all appreciate his presence here. Alan's grazing cattle play important roles in this environment, reducing fuel for fires and keeping invasive, non-native plants in check. Working closely with Midpen, Alan and his cattle also protect habitats needed by frogs and other wildlife.
Without the cows, we might not have the ponds for the frogs, and I like to say that Alan is raising cows and we're raising frogs. So we both have the same objective. If his herd's doing well, my frogs are doing well.
Alan's happy to answer any questions we urban passersby may have about ranching and how to happily coexist with his cows as we walk along.
See, they're chewing their cud now. Their ears are perked up. They're just kind of looking at us and curious, that's all.
This new preserve is an example of a public-private partnership at work and how we can meet the needs of nature while also helping local businesses continue to thrive.
To be able to make a living, this is my office out here on the coast, doing what you love for 5 generations. It means the world to me, honestly.
A cherished way of life on a beloved landscape. This preserve has it all, including one of the more scarce things around, water. And it is beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's so gorgeous in here. We cross Harrington Creek before climbing back up to where springs can cause grasslands to slump and slide. For eons and eons, you have springs here, you got a wet soil, you get rains that come and go, land sloughs away, ponds rise and fall, and and nature follows nature.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. And we just try to keep up sometimes.
Heavy rains in the winter of 2016 and 17 caused a landslide here, creating a new pond down below, which frogs found fast.
Got it. Oh,
Whoopsie.
come here, guys. Gotcha.
Yeah, here we got another tree frog.
Oh, the little tree frog there, yep.
Julie has special permission to study these seasonal ponds, which come alive in winter rains.
And this is really a nice, strong place for red-legged frogs to recruit, to grow more frogs, and to be healthy in a state that's ever urbanizing and developing.
The California red-legged frog is a threatened species, and one Julie is managing this landscape to protect.
I want to do my part to keep our state amphibian around so that, my kids, their kids, they'll be able to come out here and perhaps see one hopping by as they're enjoying the open space.
It's just up over this ridge here is where the highest point of the trail is, and we're in for some good views from that spot. Pretty much my favorite views of the preserve.
Reaching the high point of our journey, we soak in spectacular scenes of the San Gregorio Creek watershed, westward across mostly protected open space, all the way to the coast and the blue Pacific.
We really use this landscape as a filter system to provide clean water, clean creeks for all of the people. There's lots of neighbors who use this as their drinking water. There's agricultural uses who use this to grow our food. And for us to have this landscape in a semi-pristine condition that we can offer those ecosystem services to the public is really rewarding.
It's so satisfying to see this finally open, and when people come out here, I'm really hoping that they get some of the sense that I do of this magic, landscape that we have under our stewardship.
Even more treasures of the La Honda Preserve will be open to the public in phases in the years ahead. But this new public trail is an exciting start to a promising future as we continue to deepen our affection for this portion of the California coast.